Hi, everybody. My name's Tammy Fundak. I live in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. Um, I have been doing videos and trying to combine them. I think the issues are not only just with the person trying to use them, but also with the person trying to get them all connected, which is me. Um, what I'm doing is I'm doing live videos. I do them daily on my Facebook. You can find me at Tammy Butt-Fundak, or I also have the My Fibromyalgia Diaries page, or Chronic Network, or the new group that I've started, which is Fighting for My Life. What this is about is the fact that I am a person who has chronic pain, arthritis, I have fibromyalgia, I have depression, I have anxiety. I've gotten to the brink more than once of wanting to commit suicide. And all of these reasons are because of something that happened to me, not something I did to myself. Um, I didn't ask for this. This isn't because of a bad choice I made. Um, what had happened was, like I stated, I didn't drink and drive. I wasn't using a dirty needle. I wasn't using a street drug. I wasn't doing any of those things. Um, but now I have this. So what happened was I was working in an office. I was keying data. I ended up with de vein tendonitis bilaterally, which is nicknamed mummy's thumb. If you're trying to look it up quickly to see what it is, what causes it, and so forth. So unlike carpal is usually in here. I have de vein tendonitis along the side of my wrist where my thumb is, and that's where all your nerves and tendons come down through. So I have this on both wrists, which makes sense with keying data. So like I said, I'm going to do this quick video. I want to see, how it goes with uploading. Like I said, I need to get a following. I need to share this information. It needs to get out there because the stigma is debilitating. The stigma alone can disable you. In what I'm going through, like I stated, it started with a de vein tendonitis. Didn't know what it was. Had to go through a bunch of stuff like a lab rat. Had to do all these things, try all these things, do all these tests, take these different pills to see if we could figure out what was going on. Sorry. So eventually we got to the point of, okay, yes, there's an issue. So the journey started for me. It was in the beginning of November of that year. I didn't get in to speak with the surgeon till July of the following year. When I went in, it was stated that my option at that point was surgery or surgery. Everything. A, because it was the worst of the two, and B, because it wasn't my prominent. I'm left-handed. Now, during all of this, you can now add in the mental, emotional, and anxiety levels because of stress and strain from my past employer, the HR, as well as the adjudicator I had through my benefits. The two of them should have gotten prize of the year for going above and beyond their pay grade to make somebody feel invisible or like enemy of the state. honest to God, I can't even explain it. I kind of felt like Jason Bourne, where he had to keep moving and moving and moving, because I was being followed by undercovers. I was being tracked. I was being watched. I was being all of these things. So like I said, then we get to, I did the surgery. Now I go in 10 days later for my checkup, and I'm told that if I don't have it in the cast, then I could buy these hand molded braces, because I wasn't covered for them. So it was out of pocket, over $500 to have a piece of plastic molded to my hand, my arm, my position I needed for healing, instead of a cast for 6 weeks. So I said, well, let's do that, because I want to do the other hand as soon as possible. When can we do the other hand? Well, we can do it in 4 weeks. Oh, okay. So let's do that. Well, silly me, don't you know it? I leave myself with no fucking hands. So now I've got my right hand, which is out of a cast, but into a brace. And it's not my prominent. Therefore, there's very little, function that can happen, especially for the fact that the surgery, again, is right by your thumb. So you've got very little use and you're swollen anyways. Then you're going to wipe out your prominent hand, which is what I did. I did that. And the reason for it was so that I could hurry up, get better all at once, and get back to work. Now, like I stated, I literally left myself with 0 hands for about 3 months. That includes being dressed, getting myself to bed, getting myself up, getting myself to the bathroom, to use the bathroom, to have a shower, to eat, to drink, to fucking anything. I left myself with nothing because I wanted to get back to work as quick as possible. Now, like I said, this wasn't the plan for everybody else. Now I'm the enemy of the state. I'm this, I'm that, I'm whatever. I apologize in these videos. I do need to stop and have a drink. I need to put on chapstick because, well, all the pills I take dry me out immensely. So, like I said, it starts with, decreving tendonitis. We know what it is. Now we've got the surgeries. Okay, now we're an hour into this bullshit. So, or a year in, sorry. I apologize. So now that's done and that's fine. But now you are 100% dependent on anyone and everyone in your life. Now, my children and my husband were there, and some very good friends, one of which is one of my best friends, Shirley. Shirley at the time lived across the hall from me. Shirley had 3 children, and Shirley was going through her own shit. But Shirley still came over as a friend, physically assisted me in my bathroom. When the surgery happened, my husband was home at one point, but then had to go back to work. And yeah, and he, out of habit, got up, closed the bedroom door, left, and went to work. Now, at this point, I had gotten the brilliant idea from the friend Shirley to wear a nightgown to bed, without underpants, so that I would be able to go to the bathroom on my own. I wouldn't have to wake my husband up all through the night where he has to go to work, and somehow get some self-sufficiency. So the problem is, like I said, now I'm screwed. I wake up and I can't get out of my own bedroom door. I can't go to the bathroom. I can't do anything. Now, for the most part, like I said, that one was a fluke. But we had sidebarred everything where Shirley had a key. Shirley would come over in the morning. She would make my coffee, put it on the table for me with a straw, come upstairs, help me get ready, get me downstairs, make me something to eat. So Shirley gained a 4th child at that point. Now, during all of this, clearly, you have to go on short-term benefits, long-term benefits. And let's not forget, we did file for WSIB, to which I was denied for the fact stating that I can't get this unless I use a screwdriver all day at work. Now, I don't know about you, but my dad's a mechanic, and my dad only uses one screwdriver in one hand, which is his prominent hand, all day at work. And even then, it's not like 9 hours straight. He might put that screwdriver down and get a hammer or a wrench. So these are the things that I'm wanting to talk about. These are the things I need to break the stigma of, because like I said, there's so much going on in the system that nobody has any idea the struggle that it actually takes on somebody, not just physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm pretty sure I've got some PTSD going on, but you know what? I'm still on a waiting list. My surgeon still hasn't heard back from a hospital here to get me in with some sort of psychiatrist for counseling and medication. After I had gotten to the brink of losing my shit one day, the stigma in society with pain and chronic pain or anything like that, like I said, if you look at me, other than maybe needing to have a shower, get dressed, wash, brush my hair, I look fine, right? I don't look like anything's wrong. If I could open up this in the front with a zipper and then expose the inside, it would look like the inside of a computer tower. Okay. All the wires, connectors, and all of that. Okay. This is the motherboard. The motherboard is broken. There are wires that are loose and they need to be fixed, soldered, welded, whatever you want to do with them. That's what needs to happen. So like I said, with the stress, the mental, the emotional, the anxiety, the verbal bullying, all of those things that I had to endure from HR as well as my adjudicator, then brought in my mental and emotional health, which then also at the same time, all of this is screwing with my family and my financial. Not even to mention then your social. It's just one big circle. It's a big snowball. I am Hurricane Katrina, and everyone and everything in my path is going to get sucked in, broken, and spit out. I'm told constantly this isn't the truth. I am told that it's in my head, that people are there for you. Just like the stigma that I'm lazy, I'm faking, I'm an addict. In that part of the system, now you've got your doctors. Now, I have a general practitioner. I had a psychiatrist. I have a medicinal marijuana doctor that I need to go see in a couple of hours to hold my spot. I can't get the prescription because, well, it's not covered and I can't pay for it because why? Because I don't have financial means to. Now I completely forget where I was. But like I said, it's a snowball effect. It wipes everyone out of your life because you're in pain and you don't feel well. And then you just need to lay down and you can't do this and you can't do that. And you can't be the person that they see and you can't be the person that they remember. And in this journey, you're also going to have to mourn the loss of yourself. Now, that video we'll do another day. My point is I'm trying to connect the two. I'm trying to break the stigma and the silence because fibromyalgia, chronic pain, depression are silent, invisible killers, and they are coming. They're coming for your loved ones. They're coming for the people that are there for you the most. Fibromyalgia, I find in my travels here and in my when I'm studying, trying to find information and research, is that fibromyalgia, how I can explain it to you is it's like a poisonous vine. It's going to start out small and it's going to be in an area. Now, fibromyalgia and chronic pain, they can be isolated. They are available in different levels, not by your choice, mind you. So my choice would be at the max level, whatever that's at, because I have it from the neck down. If I could show you, I don't think I can, but here, so that's a bruise from last Thursday just for one of the injections I get. I get injections across the front. I get them down the back, across my neck, my shoulders, down my arms, my lower back, my hips, and my knees. Now, I don't know anybody that I know that would be a con artist or a faker that would put themselves through that weekly. Okay, this isn't once a month. This isn't half, twice a year. This is every Thursday. I do this every Thursday. I put myself through these injections because they are, along with the pills I take and the rest and everything else, it's what gets me moving. Now, I'm not brave. I'm not strong. I'm not any of those things. What I am now is pissed off. I'm a pissed off mother bear because now I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for all the other people suffering right now, like me, and those to come. Now, my one thing is I'm not going to judge you on your pain, and I expect the same respect. I have no borders here. I have no rules other than to respect everybody the same, because you would want the respect and I want the respect, and anybody that wants to follow or comment or otherwise should get the same respect as well. I have no borders whatsoever. As long as you have a heart that beats in your chest and it pumps the blood through your body, that if I cut you and you bleed, then we are the exact same. I've been through shit in my life. I might not have maybe been through exactly what you have. I'm not saying mine is worse than yours. All I'm saying is this is me. This is what I go through, and this is what's happened to me. These are my opinions, my thoughts, my feelings. If you disagree, I'd be happy to talk to you about these things. Or you can just choose not to watch my videos or follow me. You have those options. Now, my last name does not start with a K, nor does my first name. So I am not getting paid the millions of dollars. But if there are anybody out there that writes books or is a journalist or is in the media or is celebrity or anything else, please contact me. I am trying to get the word out. I'm trying to break the stigma because, like I said, this disease is like a vine. It is seeking and hunting the people that are the doers, the caregivers, the person that does the most for everybody. And that's who it's looking for. And once it gets you, it's going to spread like wildfire, and it's going to debilitate you, and it's going to make you not be able to do the things you used to be able to do for everybody else, not even yourself. At this point, I am 46 years old. My battle mentally, emotionally, and physically with my family is that after 46 years, I now need to learn how to worry about numero uno. Sounds great, doesn't it? Especially if you're one of those people. I'm not one of those people, which means I have no fucking idea how to worry about or take care of just myself. I've never done it. It's not how I'm built. It's not how I was raised. So I don't know. Like I said, it continues and it rolls and it rolls and it rolls. And there's so much more I need to tell you. But like I said, at this point, okay, here's an analogy. And so far it's working for me. At this point, I'm taking a team and we are going to the Stanley Cup playoffs. And we are going to come up against the #1 hockey team in the league. Okay? We get there and we've got me, fibromyalgia, chronic pain, all of that from the neck down. I've also got a basketball player, a swimmer, a tennis player, a figure skater, a cheerleader, a hockey player, a baseball player, a ballerina. Oh, to catch that, I've got one hockey player, and let's throw in a curler. just for good measure. Because again, curling somewhat like hockey, just different. How the hell am I supposed to win the Stanley Cup if I've got all these people in place, society and everything else? They're all in place. The doctors, the pharmacists, the counselors, the psychiatrists, the government, the HRs, the adjudicators, all of those things, okay? That's the problem right there, okay? You want to know why suicide rate is high? That's part of it. You want to know why there's so much depression? This is part of it. Because we're all there and everything's in place, except we're not playing the same fucking game, okay? Like I stated, from myself as the patient, to the employer, to the benefits, to the lawyer, to the doctor, the general practitioner who sends you to specialists, and then you get a psychiatrist, and you have a pain specialist, and you have a marijuana prescription doctor, and you have all of these things, and you don't have financial, so you have to take the pills because you can't pay for the pot medicine out of your pocket. So now you're on the pills, which are wreaking havoc upon everything in your body, not just dry mouth or dry chapped lips. Okay. Right now it looks like I have a cold sore. Never had a cold sore in my life, knock on wood, but that's what it looks like because my mouth is so dry when I wake up, if I get to sleep. And like I said, the financial is completely not there. There is no financial. Like I said, they claim all of these things are out there, and they are out there, but they're all in place and they're not accessible to everybody. Now, with the stigma, with the overdoses, with the this, with the that, now the doctor's hands are tied. So I, as a patient, should be able to talk to my doctor and say, listen, this isn't working. I need something stronger. I need something else, or I need more. Okay. Now, as an honest person, I feel guilty. I do. I feel guilt. I think, shit, I can't ask for something else because she's going to think I'm an addict. If I ask myself that question, that there tells me I'm not an addict. If I'm worrying about what other people think of me before my own pain, I'm not an addict. I would gladly, if my medicinal oil could be covered by benefits 100%, I would give you my whole bag of pills. I don't know where they are. They're on the floor. I'd give them to you right now. Here you go, take them. I'm not an addict. I don't want to be on pills. They've wreaked enough havoc. It's shit. It started out with something little. I took a medication at one point that was supposed to help. I gained an amazing amount of weight, like 35 pounds in 3 months. I had a heart attack. I became diabetic. It had onset dementia. So my short-term memory is absolutely screwed up. We're flying by the seat of our pants here with this stuff because I forget moment to moment what I'm trying to remember to tell everyone. But each of the videos that I do, or each of the things that I'm going to talk about, I want you to realize these are your workers. If you're an owner of a company, or you're a boss, or you're, the controller, or anything like that. If you're a manager of a department, you do not get paid to treat people like shit. And you do not get paid to make you think you're above everybody else, because you're not. And you better hope you don't meet my girl Karma, because like I said, nowadays, everyone is just a number in this planet. You're all replaceable in the blink of an eye. You're almost obsolete with computers and technology, right? So you know what? All we fucking have left is each other. So quit shitting on each other. Because whether you're HR or management, if you honestly think that that company thinks you're special and they're not going to wipe you out too, you are sadly mistaken. They will wipe you out. They will do the same thing to you that they did to me. Now, if you're an adjudicator, you need to remember, yes, you're doing a job, but two, not everybody's faking. I'm pretty sure that's the number one thing they teach you in training. Not everyone is a liar. Not everybody's faking, and not everyone's trying to screw the fucking system. Now, with that statement, I can tell you, I have no idea how that happens. Not that I've tried to screw the system. I'm trying to legally and morally do things the right way, also for myself. And the system is literally screwing me. Okay. It is almost taken me away from my friends, my family, and my loved ones who I hold very dear to my heart. Now, let's also knock in that. So, you're not well, you can't go to things, you cancel, you don't show, you something, you whatever, and all of a sudden they just stop asking. Now, whatever's going on with you is a burden. Okay? It's a burden. These are the words spoken to me. Your disease is a burden to me because you're not fun anymore. You don't drink anymore. You don't party anymore. All you do is lay down and sleep and you never come anyways. I couldn't even imagine thinking to say something like that to somebody I considered a friend and family and a sister. I couldn't see any of it, honestly. I can't. Even the people that I've had to remove from my life, they're removed from my life for a reason. Not because I don't love them, not because I don't care about them, because that's not who I am. That's not what I do. I am the selfless person, not the selfish. I'm the selfless. So if I think I'm a burden to you, or I think what's going on with me is important, and apparently I need to take care of myself. So that means I need to physically remove you from my life, the negativity, because I can't function like that anymore. So like I said, I'm going to do these videos. I'm doing this one here. I'm trying to get everything connected where we can meet all in one place. So if you can share this video, if you watch this video, please help me get the word out. Please help me break the stigma. Because like I said, you know, if I need more pain medication, my doctor's hands are now tied because of the people that are overdosing. So her hands get tied. So I'm still in pain. You know, according to government, I'm not disabled enough. I don't know how much more disabled you need me to be, because at this point, this right here, my big mouth, is the only thing I have left that works the way it's supposed to. And even then, that doesn't want to work. And I stumble over thoughts and words. So I'm going to do this video here today. I'm also going to be doing one on my Facebook, which is Tammy Butt-Fundak as well. I'm trying to get people to follow. I'm trying to get the word out. I'm trying to break the stigma. So please share, 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 share. If you are somebody in a position that can help through the media, if you're a news anchor, I've tried reaching news. I've tried reaching government, you know, local. I've tried all of these things. So if you can help me, I would really appreciate it. Please message me. Please help get the word out, because there are hundreds of thousands of us that are suffering daily or taking our lives and so forth. I will discuss that more with you further, as well, as that is a very sensitive subject in society, period. So we will talk about that a little bit more. So I'm going to close today's stream for now. Hopefully, eventually, this is going to catch on and people are going to start watching, because this is your friend. This is your coworker. This is your mother, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your cousin, your grandma, your granddaughter. This is you. This is all of you. There's somebody, you know, I guarantee it, that has what I have and is going through the shit I'm going through and has no idea. And they think that they're completely alone. You're not. You're not alone. I'm here. So message me at any time. Please try to look at people and see them. Try to listen to people and hear them, because they're asking for the help. Gentle hug, my warriors. I love you. And I'll see you tomorrow.